those Pirates! Woo!
It's the moment Cardinals fans have been waiting for. Opening day is finally here. Downtown St. Louis is flooded with a sea of red as the Cardinals take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it's the first time Busch Stadium is open at full capacity since the pandemic started. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush, live at Ballpark Village with Sports Director Frank Cusimano for opening day. You know, fans could not contain their excitement for opening day. In fact, some of them were bundled up outside Busch Stadium bright and early this morning, just passing the time until the stadium opened.
Team coverage, Holden Kurwicki is live outside Busch with fan excitement. Ryan Henson is also live downtown at Patios. For now, Mike and Frank, take it away.
All right, Ann, thanks very much. And Frank, there may be more people outside enjoying opening day than there are inside Busch Stadium.
The Cardinals believe downtown, outside the stadium, there could be 50,000 people here. And there's 45,000 inside, so that's pretty impressive. A couple of quick thoughts. Willie McGee, I think, wins the style points of the day, Mike. He had to coach a game, but he's also a Cardinal Hall of Famer. So he wore the red sport coat over his uniform. Now that is class. As far as the game, everything's going great. 5-0 in the 8th inning for the Cardinals. And I think it's a safe bet that sometime in the near future that Nolan Arenado will be in that Cardinal Hall of Fame. And likely the one in Cooperstown. He's only 30. He's been to 6 All-Star games, won 9 Gold Gloves. Last year, he did not disappoint in his initial Cardinal season. 34 homers and 105 RBIs. And he loves the blend of veterans and the youth on this squad.
I think it's a good mixture. I mean, I think that's what's really important. I think that's how you win ball games. You know, you can't have too young and you obviously can't have too old. So I feel like we have a really good mixture of guys, veterans and young players, and I think that's how you win. So hopefully that's going to help us. If we stay healthy, I believe we'll be right there at the end.
So again, everything positive. And Mike, the best thing that happened today is that the National League decided to schedule the Pirates, because this is like homecoming. You don't want to open up with, say, the Dodgers. You want to win on opening day.
Right, and so far it's gone very well. And how about those thunderous ovations for Adam Wainwright, Albert Pujols, who returns, and Yadier Molina.
We're never going to have an opening day like this where 3 guys who've had Cardinal Hall of Fame careers all retiring like in the same year.
Right, and they'll be wearing those red jackets soon. Well, to say fans are excited, that would be an understatement. Our Holden Kurwicki joins us live outside Busch Stadium, where fans started lining up, as we mentioned, before sunrise. Holden.
Well, Mike, you're exactly right. This might actually be the most anticipated opening day that we've had around here in quite some time, thanks in part to the MLB lockout, you know, the COVID precautions we've had in years past, and of course the return of a few familiar faces who always look good in red. In fact, this is the first opening day in 3 years that Busch Stadium will open into full capacity, and there aren't any COVID restrictions inside or out of the ballpark, unless of course you're riding the MetroLink. Regardless of the restrictions or lack thereof, many Cardinals fans are simply excited to see Yadi, Albert, and possibly Waino wear the birds on the bat for one final season, and everyone thinks they know how this final season is going to turn out.
I think we make the playoffs. Once you make the playoffs, the Cardinals, you never know.
This is our year. I hope and pray that what I've been hearing is oh so true.
I just think we're going to have probably the best season with our fans, our players. It's probably going to be the best year ever in the history of Cardinals.
And of course, there's nothing like a red October here in St. Louis. So here's hoping we won another pennant, add another trophy to the trophy case. And, you know, I still got a few spaces on my fingers here. We can add a few more rings, guys. Mike, I got to send it back over to you, though.
It sounds good. Another ring would look very nice. Well, Ryan Henson is also live downtown, but he is at Patios. And Ryan, I know you heard from one family with a really big love for opening day. Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I caught up with them at their tailgate. You see a lot of people here enjoying the festivities here at Patios. And we have the DJ House Music Company. They already started playing music again. So we know it's a lot about having fun, but those traditions, that's what make Cardinal Nation so special. One family, they spent the last 50 opening days, except the pandemic here at Busch Stadium.
Yeah, I've been going to Cardinal home opener since 1972.
50 years of rooting on the Redbirds on opening day. Mike Hogemeyer has witnessed countless moments in Cardinal history. Even more special that his sons share a passion for the game and this team.
It's definitely special. Probably the rest of my life, opening day is going to have a special place in my heart. Just because you got a lot of memories growing up.
He got me one year from school, told me we had a sickness in the family.
Same.
It was baseball fever.
Yep.
For opening day.
And we were first in line where we would camp out and these guys would sleep in the street for 2 nights. We'd get a tent.
Multiple times.
I mean,
multiple times.
Many times.
Mike has watched a lot of ball over the years. He says this season is set up for a fairy tale ending.
Having Albert back is magical because I think he's going to rub off.
Mike says we look pretty good at the plate, but the team could use a couple more arms in the bullpen if they want to add the coveted 12th World Series to the trophy case.
I'd like to see the Cardinals spend some more money to, get a proven innings eater.
And so Mike, the father, who we just heard from right there, he has stories on stories about Cardinals baseball. He's such a joy to talk to. Great family right there. Just embodies what Cardinals Nation, what being a Cardinals fan is all about. I'll send it back to Mike Bush, and I'm sure he has his own Cardinals story to talk about. Take it away, guys.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much. And there are so many Cardinal fans who have stories just like that. The Cardinals, the players go to spring training to get ready for the season, but there's a lot of preparation that's being done by people behind the scenes. And with more on that, we want to bring in Hannah Yates. A lot of unsung heroes.
Absolutely. One of the people that we spoke with this week was the Cardinals head groundskeeper, Billy Finley. It's his 27th year preparing the field for Busch Stadium. And we took a look behind the scenes to find out what goes into this preparation for a brand new field at Busch Stadium.
There are multiple traditions on opening day that make it unique and memorable in St. Louis. From the Clydesdales to the Hall of Famers to the perfectly manicured grass with the arch etched into the outfield.
We take a lot of pride in what we do, so it's really nice to see on opening day the fans come in and the oohing and aahing.
Cardinals head groundskeeper Billy Finley oversees field operations with preparation beginning well ahead of opening day.
Typically during the game we have roughly 18 guys here, but during the day before the team comes in, we have roughly 12 guys here working nonstop, getting the dirt ready, mowing the grass, things of that nature, working the bullpen mounds.
And this year the preparation was far greater, an off-season project of all new grass for 2022.
Well, this was the newest thing out there. I mean, the Royals have been using it for a few years now, and they've had really good success with it. And they have a very similar climate to us, so with the success that they had, we thought it was time to give it a shot.
The new sod is called HD 2.0. It's from a farm in Littleton, Colorado, a hybrid mixture of Kentucky bluegrass grown on plastic and sand that's designed to hold up against the wear and tear of baseball.
When it's growing, the roots kind of spread out along that plastic, and it forms like a mat of roots, so it's very wear tolerant. It recovers very quickly.
Groundskeepers begin preparation at 7 a.m. on game days, with some working as late as midnight. But Finley says the reward is well worth the process.
It's just, the passion for baseball, and, I've been doing this for a long time, and I love being outside. I love grass. I love, coming in at the beginning of the day and seeing the field. You got to repair stuff, and then you get to watch it on TV every night, see your work every night, see these guys go out there, perform at the level that they perform at, and know that I'm part of that, being able to say that, those guys are playing on something that I provided for them, and, it's really cool.
Hannah Yates, 5 on your side.
It's just so special to see the passion that every single person has. I went to media day last week, and you meet people from concessions to the grounds crew. So much passion for the sport on and off the field.
And we kind of take those folks for granted because we know on opening day you can have snow, you can have rain. We've had a little rain today.
Yeah.
And the field always has to look ready.
And it always looks perfect.
Always is.
It always looks perfect. You saw that arch today, and everyone really enjoyed it.
All right, Hannah, thanks very much. For now, we will be back with more from Ballpark Village, but for now, let's send it to Ann Allred back in the studio. Ann?
Thank you. We asked how you are celebrating opening day. At the game, the bar, work, or home. Right now, makes sense if you're sitting at your computer, right? Most of you are home, 84%. If you're at the game, you're probably not voting. But vote on the 5 on Your Side app if you're watching, or at KSTK.com/vote. Still to come, this baseball season will bring some changes for Cardinals fans, how the stadium is taking the food experience to the next level. Controversial book bans are making headlines across the country. The decision process one local school district uses before pulling them from the shelves.
And a little shower action now pushing right towards the ballpark. We'll see if it holds together in time to make it for the last of the game. There could be some snow showers around here tomorrow morning. We're talking about flakes, freeze, and frost.